Hey, what's up guys? Sfat here, bringing you my first official vlog of 2017. Basically what I plan on doing with these is releasing them about once a month on my YouTube channel and Facebook page. My objective with these are to pretty much update you all with what's going on in my life, what I've done the past month, and what I plan to do the next month. And for, all you guys out there who don't really follow me on all my other socials like Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, this is like a short, concise update. So what I want to start out with is going over the tournaments that I went to this past month. I went to 3 tournaments. Went to Smash Conference in Orlando, Florida. Went to NorCal Validated in Concord, California. And I went to Genesis 4, which was the big one. And from each of these tournaments, I was able to take away something important that would overall improve the rest of my game. Smash Conference was a quick one-day event put on by MVG. I thought it was a super great event. It had its own problems. Space could have been a little bit bigger. I think they weren't expecting as many people as that came. But I think they should have given that. They invited all these top players out and flew them out. But, regardless, I think it was a really great tournament. I got my first win over Mute King in almost a year, which was very exciting. I 3-1'd him there. I had to play Wizzy right afterwards, and I lost to Wizzy 3-0. And then I had to play Mute King again in losers finals, and that went 2-3 in his favor. So, it was a good start to the year. But not exactly not the as strong of a start as I wanted, obviously. The biggest thing that I learned at that tournament, the biggest takeaway from that tournament for me was, in between sets, I need to reset myself. Even if I'm going to play immediately afterwards, I need to give myself at least like 5 minutes to not only enjoy the high of the pass win, but I need to reset myself and begin preparing for the next match. And I don't think I did that this tournament, because when I beat Mute King, I was really high, I was really up there, feeling really good. And then I didn't give myself the time to think about my Falcon objectives, right? I didn't think about the Falcon matchup, and I think I was still caught up in the Marth matchup. And when I played Wizzy, I thought like, oh yeah, I'm playing really good, I don't need to take a break. And when things were going good in that set. But when they weren't going so good, I was like, oh wait, what am I doing here? What am I supposed to be doing again? Like, I caught myself asking myself these questions, and ended up getting kind of whooped. I think they were close games, but it was just not. Could have been a lot better from me if I had taken that, those 5 minutes to just think about the matchup a little bit before I played. At NorCal Validated, this is one-day local tournament in California, or Northern California, and it was a pretty exciting tournament because there were so many out-of-state people who were here for Genesis that were there, like Plup, Professor Pro was there. A lot of Europeans were there too. I guess the biggest takeaway from that tournament, well, it was very exciting because it was like the first real NorCal local that we've had in a long time, right? And so we weren't exactly sure how many people were going to show. I think over 170 people entered the tournament, which is amazing. And I think I want to say there were like over 80 teams or something, right? There was over 50% participation in teams from singles, right? And that's amazing. I think that's the first time ever that's actually happened. So shoutouts to JB who put on NorCal Validated, and it's gonna come back. It's gonna be a monthly now. If you're in the NorCal area, definitely think about attending NorCal Validated, because absolutely one of my favorite tournament series, and I only think things are gonna go up from here from that. Biggest takeaway from that tournament was, I got to play Plup a lot. Winners, I lost to Kevin 2-3, and Kevin and I always have game 5 sets, and he finally took one away from me this tournament, and I wasn't too bummed about it. You know, it was all a learning experience, right? Because Genesis was the next week, and it's very important that you take a tournament like this local, as a learning experience rather than like try your heart out. You know, you have to, like, for me anyways, I really used this tournament as a feeler and to experiment on certain things and experiment on certain mindsets. And then in losers, I ended up 3-2ing Kevin. We had another game 5 set that I cleaned up, and then I played Plup, and the first set against Plup I took it 3-1. Oh no, 3-2, and I felt really good against his Sheik, and so I wanted more Samus practice, so I kept picking FD. The second set of Grand Finals, he took it 3-0. I think I kind of ran out of juice towards the end there, but nonetheless, I learned a lot of good things about the Samus matchup, and feeling good about that matchup. And then Genesis 4 was the week after that, and Genesis 4 was the really big one, right? Had over 3,500 entrants across all the games that were there. For Melee in particular, I think we had over 1,700, which was amazing. Only 100 less than last year. So for me, Genesis 4 didn't feel as special as Genesis 3, but that probably has something to do with me not performing as well as I did last time. I really wanted to be on that top 8 main stage again, and I was lucky enough too, because they had top 4 doubles on the stage. But even in doubles that day, I felt like I underperformed, and just kind of threw it away for us. Not that I blame myself for us losing, but I do wish I played better. In singles, I lost to West Balls and Axe, who are both right under me. They're 8 and 9 respectively on the MYM rankings, so it wasn't too bad of a loss, but you know, it sucks to lose, and definitely taught me that I need to come up with a better game plan against both those guys. And so definitely look forward to playing them again, because I have some things that I've been thinking of applying. That's kind of my Genesis. Genesis, again, if you didn't go to Genesis this year, you should absolutely go to Genesis next year, because I think it was a way better run this year than it was last year, and we just had way more room. It just felt like a huge major, you know, it felt like a mini Evo almost. So definitely try to make it out to Genesis next year, because it is still one of my favorite tournament series, if not my favorite tournament series. So going into February, a tournament I'm really excited for is Beast 7 in Sweden, Gothenburg, Sweden, where Armada lives, and I'll be flying there on the 13th of February, arrive there on the 14th, and stay the week at Armada's place before the tournament and practice with him a lot. You know, a few big names that are going to this tournament: Leffen, Ice, Diz Kid. Me and Diz are actually teaming. That's what I'm also really excited for. I'm excited to team with Diz Kid, because we haven't teamed since What the Fox, where we almost beat Muti King Armada, took him to game 5. And so we're looking to take that W there. I guess that's pretty much it. The only other thing, you know, I got into Smash Summit 4. I got invited again, and thankfully Kevin Toy, PPU, also got invited. So, whew, Sfat doesn't have to worry about stressing over the Summit voting shenanigans. So we can really focus on just like practicing for the event. Alright, so I told you guys I would have a big announcement for you at the end of the video, and I do. You know, some of you have probably already heard if you watch my stream at all, but after Smash Summit 4, around March 6th or 7th, I will be packing up my things here in NorCal and moving down to SoCal into the CLG house. What? I'm super grateful and super excited to move into the CL Gaming house. Yeah, it's kind of like a dream come true, right? Like, think of you see all these LCS pros, all these League players, all these Counter-Strike players. You think about what it's like living in a gaming house, and the fact that it's actually gonna happen is kind of surreal to me. And I visited the house several times now and know a lot of the staff members and most of the players, and so I'm excited to get to know them even more and kind of begin my own life, you know. I've never moved out of, you know, my parents' house, so this is a really big step for me, and I'm very excited, a little bit anxious, but really grateful for the opportunity, and I can't wait to show you guys what it's like. That's all from me. That's all the update I have for you now. You know, if you wanna keep following me on my day-to-day grind, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Obviously, follow the Facebook page if you haven't. Follow the YouTube if you haven't. A lot more videos will be posted on YouTube shortly. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys all for watching this video and all the support that you guys give me. It really means a lot to me, and it keeps me going. So, thank you guys.